What if there was a vaccine that could train your body to detect and destroy cancer before it ever caused harm? It sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, doesn't it? Yet, this idea is being pitched as a potential breakthrough from Russia, a country surrounded by controversies that make this story even more intriguing and impossible to ignore. The idea of a cancer vaccine instantly grabs attention, doesn't it? For years, we've dreamed of a way to make cancer vanish, to stop it from claiming lives and causing endless suffering. So when I heard the buzz about a Russian cancer vaccine making headlines, I knew I had to dig deeper. After all, who wouldn't want to believe that a universal cure for cancer might finally be within reach? But as exciting as it sounds, the reality is far more complicated, and the story behind it raises more questions than answers. First, let's consider what it means to talk about a universal cancer vaccine. Cancer isn't just one disease. It's a term that covers a massive array of conditions, each with unique characteristics. Colon cancer isn't the same as stomach cancer, brain cancer isn't the same as bone cancer, and each tumor type branches out into countless subcategories. The biology of cancer is so diverse and complex that the idea of a single vaccine working for all of them seems almost too good to be true. This skepticism set the tone for my investigation into the Russian claim. So, what is this vaccine all about? According to the reports I came across, it's based on messenger RNA, mRNA, technology. If that sounds familiar, it's because the COVID-19 vaccines from Pfizer and Moderna also use mRNA. This technology involves delivering a piece of genetic code into the body that instructs cells to produce a specific protein. The immune system then learns to recognize and attack that protein, which, in theory, could help the body fight cancer. At first glance, it sounds promising, right? But here's where things start to unravel. I couldn't find any reputable scientific publication detailing the development or results of this supposed vaccine. No peer-reviewed articles, no clinical trial data, nothing that could confirm its legitimacy. This absence of transparency raises a red flag. When a medical breakthrough is real, it's usually supported by evidence that scientists can analyze and discuss. Without that, it's hard to separate fact from fiction. Now, let's talk about where this claim is coming from. Russia. The country has a history of making bold medical claims that don't always hold up under scrutiny. Take the Sputnik V COVID-19 vaccine, for example. While it's now recognized as effective, its rollout was controversial due to a lack of initial data transparency. Russia also tends to use grandiose announcements to shift public attention or bolster national pride. Given the ongoing challenges the country faces, including a protracted war and economic struggles, it's not unreasonable to wonder if this cancer vaccine claim might be part of a similar strategy. I'm not saying there's no potential here. mRNA technology is genuinely groundbreaking, and researchers worldwide are exploring its applications for cancer treatment. It's entirely possible that the Russian scientists behind this vaccine are onto something. But without verifiable data, it's impossible to know for sure. This lack of information leaves us in a frustrating limbo, caught between hope and skepticism. I also have to address the broader context of healthcare in Russia. The country's medical system is often described as outdated and underfunded. Friends who have visited both Russia and Cuba have shared stories of healthcare systems stuck decades in the past, lacking modern resources and infrastructure. This reality makes it harder to believe that Russia is leading the charge on such an advanced medical breakthrough. It doesn't mean it's impossible, but it does add another layer of doubt. There's also the psychological aspect of how we react to news like this. Cancer is one of the most feared diseases in the world. When we hear about a potential cure, our emotions take over. We want it to be true so badly that we might ignore the red flags or the lack of evidence. It's a natural response, but it's also why we need to approach these claims with a critical eye. If this vaccine is real and effective, it would be a monumental achievement for humanity. It would save countless lives and alleviate unimaginable suffering. But until we see solid, peer-reviewed evidence, we have to temper our expectations. Hope is a powerful thing, but it's no substitute for science. So, where does this leave us? For now, it's a waiting game. If anyone finds credible information about this vaccine, especially from scientific sources, I'd love to see it. The search for a cure for cancer is one of the most important endeavors of our time, and every legitimate step forward deserves recognition. But we owe it to ourselves to stay grounded, to demand evidence, and to approach sensational claims with the skepticism they deserve. In the end, the dream of a universal cancer vaccine is still just that, a dream. It's a dream worth pursuing, but one that requires hard work, transparency, and collaboration to make it a reality. Until then, we'll keep hoping, questioning, and searching for the truth.